Day number 33. You can see snow all around us, and that's probably what we're going to be hiking through all day long. For the next 10 to 12 miles, the elevation is between 8,000 to 8,500 feet, and the good weather that we've enjoyed for the past 4 or 5 days has abandoned us. I don't know if you look over my shoulder here, but anyway, some really dark clouds. So anyway, every day is different out here on the trail. You know, there's these 4 other hikers that are about half a day ahead of us, but even though we are on the actual PCT, there is absolutely no sign that anybody else has been down this way. So I can only assume they must have taken an alternate, a bypass somewhere. Fuck. That sucked. Came down off that steep north slope we were trying to navigate earlier without killing ourselves, and we're now kind of in a bottom in between the 2 mountains, getting ready to head back up the south slope. The good news is the south slope is almost entirely bare of snow, so it'll be much safer and easier hiking. But it is just now starting to snow from the sky. Can't see it on the camera, I'm sure. It's just barely trickling down, but the temperature's been dropping steadily for the past hour or so. Goldilocks had to put her jacket on, and I'm about ready to put mine on as well. I bet it's down below, probably close to freezing right now. There's so much runoff from snow melt now. The trail and the creek are one and the same. Let me see if I can film this and have better luck than last time where I fell on my ass. I have to say, this country right here around Big Bear is some of the prettiest I think we've seen on the whole PCT right now. There's just huge ponderosa pines surrounding us, and sugar pines, and then manzanita growing up all over the place. But it's also quite open, so you can. It's not just an impenetrable jungle like we've seen in other places further south. So it's really a cool. I understand why it's such a popular destination for Southern Californians who want to get out of the city and come up to the mountains and go to the clean air and the pristine beauty. It's hard to believe some place like this exists in Southern California. Okay, good morning everybody. This is day 33, or it might be 34, we can't remember. But standing here with Goldilocks, and on my other side is then one of our occasional hiking companions, Wooly. We're getting ready to jump off the PCT, head into, here, why don't you guys get together? That way we can all... We're jumping off PCT, we're all heading into Big Bear to pick up resupplies. And so we were just sort of lounging around, taking it easy this afternoon. It's Saturday, so there was no point in getting in any earlier than this since the post office is closed. But inside the tent, we all of a sudden hear a voice outside that said, hello inside the tent. And that surprised the hell out of us because we haven't seen another person in 2 days. And we're kind of off on a little bit off the trail here where we wouldn't expect to see another soul no matter what. But sure enough, here comes Wooly walking on the trail. We haven't seen him in 2 days?
Yes.
2 days. So, but we were glad to see each other. Got caught up on some of the terrors of the trail, and now we're heading on down to Highway 38. We have an Uber driver picking us up, taking us into town to get our resupply, and maybe we'll take it from there. So, okay, here we are in the local grocery store, buying up stuff for the next resupply. See, I've got it piled in here with my backpack. Let's see. And what shall we get? Ooh. Yummy. Look at all this delicious stuff. Mmm. One of the things that I love best about being a thru hiker is a 63-year-old man can eat like a 16-year-old boy and he can still lose weight. Okay, it's day 36 on the trail, and after a quick resupply in Big Bear, we're back out heading towards the PCT, about a half mile away from where we got dropped off, and we're hiking again with Gronk and Sacagawea.
And Sacagawea.
And Let's see. Check out Grunks. Yep.
Kronk and Yzma.
Yzma, can you see her up underneath there? Hidden. I don't know how well you can see her in the camera, but there she is. Smile for the camera. So. Okay, so we're getting a midday start here, so I'm not sure how many miles we're gonna put in today, but we'll just hike till we're tired, and then we got a short climb. Well, maybe a mile or two climb, and it's supposed to level out. Hopefully a lot of the snow will have melted over the past day or so, so the hiking will be a little easier than when we got off trail. All right, back on trail right here. There's a post with PCT.
Yep. And the retired zoo over here.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
Tiger. Yeah.
We'll be right behind you guys.
All right.
This is a tree.
Holy cow. That was huge.
Yeah. For our first meal back on trail, we brought treats from town. I have pizza, Thia has sushi. Also, while in town, I was able to get some anti-chafing cream, so the kilt is back in action again. So here's a scene in front of us. I'm not quite sure what to make. There's a gigantic tree, God, close to 4 feet in diameter next to the trail. You see the thick bark on it, but in sections of it, and then the bark's missing, and we get above about 10 or 12 feet, huge sections of it are missing. And then down here in the trail is where it's all piled. It's just gigantic, thick pieces of bark. I mean, that's how big of a piece of bark I'm talking about. It's a big ass tree. So what made all this bark suddenly fall off this old dead tree obviously happened almost all at once. Anyway, one of those weird things that I can't explain. Well, it's the end of the day. We got on the trail close to noon and put in a good 6 miles before we decided to set up camp. Got a beautiful little location here. Right over my shoulder is the tent that Goldilocks and I are sleeping in. And then right on the other side is Gronk and Sacagawea. And here they are. Gronk showed us his Boy Scout skills by brewing up a fire here in the fire ring. So we're just kind of sitting around and enjoying that. But end of a good day, and the trail was wonderful. It was relatively flat for a change and relatively smooth for a change. So I could use a lot more miles of trail like that. If so, I'll be in Canada by next week. So. Anyway, tomorrow's another day, hopefully good weather, and we can put some more good miles in.